Hi, my name is Eric Latender, and in this video, I want to talk about the most popular question that I get about starting a dog daycare. First, I'll tell you a little bit about where I live in Western Mass. And right now, everybody's all excited about a potential casino that was coming to town, and I could care less. I really could care less. And the reason I could care less is because I don't go to casinos to gamble. I do gamble, obviously, because I'm in business. Anybody that goes into business should understand that you are taking a gamble. There is risk involved anytime you step up to the plate and decide to start a business. There's going to be risk there. Anybody tells you that there is no risk, you should put a lot of distance between you and that person. Okay, so since we got risk, with the dog daycare business, the question I get is, how much money am I going to need? How am I going to keep the business going if, I'm not bringing in a lot of money at first? And so what I tell everybody is that there's really two terms that you need to know. You need to know first is the burn rate and the zero cash date. So let's talk about them a little bit. The burn rate is basically how long can you survive going through your money. So basically, it's defined as burn rate is usually quoted in terms of cash spent per month. For example, a burn rate of $3,500 and a savings or a loan of $10,000 would mean you have a 3-month burn rate. Pretty self-explanatory. If your expenses are $3,500 a month and you got $10,500 in the bank, if you're not bringing in cash, if you're not bringing in money to replace that $3,500, you have 3 months before you can call it quits. So obviously you got to start making money, and that burn rate would change obviously according to how much money you would bring in month to month. So that's the first term that you need to be aware of. And the second one is the zero cash date, and that is the most likely date at the current spend or burn that you'll run out of cash. So as an above, it was 3 months, and that is without bringing in a profit or anything like that. But those are some things that you need to know. So if you're thinking about taking out a loan and starting this business, you need to figure out basically how long you can survive making no profit, because then that's how much time you have before everything goes south on you. But the big thing is that you want to immediately get into the marketing and start making a profit right away, so that the date gets further and further out. But those are the things that you want to think about when you start a dog daycare, because most people think about all the other things associated with dog daycare, and they don't think about that: the finances, the marketing, the advertising, bringing in customers, keeping those customers happy. That's really where you need to put your focus. So I hope this video has helped you. If you have any questions, feel free to go to Open a Dog Daycare and check out the free Dog Daycare Business Secrets course. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.